Well, happy Sunday morning. Happy Sunday morning, everyone. Good morning. Good to be here. Hope you're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. Um, there we go. And it's good to see you all here. Yeah, I'm using the camera as my mirror this morning to realize I haven't brushed my hair or combed my hair or washed my beard or face. That didn't come out right. I'm awake and I haven't done much this morning. And looking at myself in the camera monitor, I see that I haven't. So that's it. So it's nice to see you all this morning. If I go all the way back to the beginning here, we've got Chad Sanders is here. Good morning, Chad. And Field Guy and Teresa and Master Matt Finn. Good morning. Happy to see you. Field Guy, nice to see you too. And Teresa, I already said Teresa, but there I said it twice. Teresa Dantone. And moving down that list, Lucky Stone. Good to see you, Lucky. Glad to have you here. And I think that's it. That's live in the chat room at the moment. So it's very intimate. It's just us. So still drinking my coffee. Audrey, nice to see you at 7 o'clock Pacific time, Sunday morning. So, Mike Yehudi, good to see you, brother. I can't scream it all that loud yet, because even though it's 9:02 a.m. here, the whole family's still sleeping. So it was a late night. Everybody's up late. Everybody sleeps in. We got stuff to do today, but right now, everybody's still asleep, as far as I can tell. I can hear my son moving around upstairs, but for him to be up before 11 a.m., my son, Flynn, is a night owl, but so much so a night owl that I woke up at, I think it was 2:30 last night, and I walk out into the hallway and I see his light is still on, and I go to his room. He's still watching Transformers or something like that. And I said, son, time to turn the TV off. So you can turn on, what puts the kids to sleep? If we turn on a science show, they're like, no, because they know that science show, it's going to be like Planet Earth, and it's all little bits of music here and there, but all bird sounds or whale sounds or things like that, watching things in nature undulate. And so they know that's bedtime. It's time to go to sleep. So yeah, you can watch TV tonight at bedtime. It's going to be the Science Channel. So, oh wait, my microphone is way up there. Whew, there we go. Let's get that fixed. I don't know if my sound was wonky, but my mic was the kids had pushed it way up there. There we go. Now we're cooking. So Sean Bowden, good to see you, brother. Nice to have you in here. Barry Chad, good to see you, Barry. And not much new happening this morning since yesterday or the day before. So anyway, I was up and I told you a little bit about this, I think, in the live stream we did on Friday night, the impromptu live stream, because I found, what I found out? I pre-record the show during the week, and I record the radio and the audio for the radio station, and then the video at the same time. Well, I noticed that the sound wasn't on, wasn't even turned on the video, but I didn't know that till after the fact. So you would have had a whole hour of me like that. And so it didn't work. So that's where I said, you know what? I got to go live tonight. And it played a song for 20 minutes. Field Guy? Seriously? What, did they cut something out of my video? Did my video cut off or something? I know at the end it had about 2 minutes of music, the end of either the first or the second half. Because I have to watch the timer. If you watch me when I'm doing the show and it's pre-recorded, you'll see my eyes do this every now and then. I'm looking over at the timer. And the first half hour is 25 minutes. The second half hour is 28.5 minutes. and the 2 segments of the show. But I have to leave time for doing an entry music and exit music and whatever I want to do there. So I watch and I go, roughly at 23, I'm out. Well, somewhere in there, I miscalculated, and we had like 2 minutes of music at the end, if that's what you're referring to. So over on Odyssey, I heard sound on there. It just didn't finish your segments. Now that's interesting. We'll be back at it, cut out, and at the end, it played that theme song so really hard for 35 minutes. Seriously, I don't know what happened with that. I'm gonna have to look at that. That's weird that did that. Yeah, nobody puts time constraints on Scotty Roberts except my wife, my kids, my clients, and everybody else in between. So, hey, sorry about that, Field Guy, and anybody who listened to that Friday night. I didn't see that. I only, what I do, I have a sound editing system, and you throw the sound for the show up there, and then I take the intro and I take the sound for the show. You can actually physically take it and slide it over, and down on this track you put in the entry, and I make sure they overlap a little bit, like that. And so you get the music as my voice comes in, but then at the end you put in on a new track, you put in the exit music, and I usually start that way out. It's about a minute, almost 2 minute long exit music. And so I started, and so when you hear me talking, you start to hear that music rising in the background. Maybe that's what I didn't do. I'll bet you what I did. I have to take that exit music and I have to lower the level down while I'm talking, and it gradually builds all the way and then bring it up full at the end. So I'll bet you I neglected to bring the music down. As a matter of fact, this makes for, I know, scintillating listening. But if I were to bring up, let's see, here's the second segment to Friday's show, pre-record. Let's see what happened here. Other Republican primary candidates. Now that's remember that fight, 16 different candidates, just like the Democrats were. Some groups are natural. Then I move it out. Ariel Malka, PhD of Yeshiva University in New York. Frederico, who we mentioned earlier, described how traits such as a high need for certainty and security. Music in the background. Researchers at Brock University in Ontario found greater more sexist, and that you support that because you support a "Make America Great Again" or a traditional. Then at the very end. Bye. Good night. Ciao. Then the music comes up to full. Field Guy, I think you're lying. Let's see what segment A sounded like. Let's see if that's where we got the music. An activist for or against. Somebody can do with their personal life what they want. You might have to watch it and find out. Now we're getting to the end. I don't think it's going to be a problem. But don't wear that on your... I can come back in just a few minutes after this break, so I want you to just sit tight. Oh, then I put an ad in. Are you looking for a really awesome, amazing graphic designer? And at the end of the ad... Boom! Exit music for about 10 minutes. So there you go. Field Guy, 20 minutes of music, please. You didn't hear any of that? I wonder if something went wrong over at the radio station. That's a possibility. So something got played in the background by accident. It's all automated over there, especially late night. So that's at Mojo50/Odyssey Radio. They're all in the same place. Mojo50 is what carries the Rocky Stucci show and several others. That's more the political branch, and Odyssey Radio was more their kind of entertainment, science fiction-y, all that kind of stuff, Star Trek and Star Wars and things like that. So all their shows over there. Yeah. By the way, I just saw that Audrey saw about the posters. Thank you again, Matt. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. I got no wall space in here. I'll probably frame these all up and hang them in a row along the wall. So there's that. You know, I still have pictures I haven't framed from here. Look at this. I got to show you something. Sit tight. I'm walking over here. See these? No, you don't see them yet. I was the last time I was in England. God, I can't believe it was this long ago. It was 15 years ago. And I went with a couple of buddies, and we went for 2 weeks and rented a car. One of my buddies had his wife along, Samantha. And so the four of us rode in the car and we drove all over. We went from Heathrow down to Portsmouth Harbor. She wanted to see Jane Austen country down there, and saw Jane Austen's old house. And there's a pub across the street. We went to the pub. Not that we weren't interested in Jane Austen. Boom. And so we ended up, at one point, we were for a few days in Stratford-upon-Avon. And we saw all the area around there. We stopped at the Globe Theatre when we were in London, Shakespeare's Globe. And I got, you see this? This is 15 years old. I got these two posters, and I said, I'm gonna frame these when I get home. And it's upside down. This is one that I saw framed there at the Globe, and they had it framed with a kind of a really thick cream-colored mat around it, and then rough timbers for the frame, like the Globe Theatre, like, you know, that old black and white Daub and Wattle, whatever. And so that, I haven't framed that yet. And then wrapped up inside this at the same time, I got this one, and so I'm going to frame that. This is a print of that ink drawing of London from the south side of the river, Thames. And you look at all the boat traffic on there. I mean, that was from 1616. You'll see the Globe Theatre is right smack there in the middle. See that right above the, in London, the L-O-N-D-O, right above the O and the N at the end, you'll see the Globe Theatre. And it's kind of roughly, or maybe that's the Bear Gardens and that's the Globe Theatre. This was the theater district on the south side of the Thames. And look at all the boat traffic on the Thames River back then. That's like a freeway. But anyway, all that to say, I've had these two posters, these prints rolled up. I'm surprised they've survived. Survived several moves. I bought these before I even knew Raini. And so these are older than Raini in my relationship, that is. So I'm going to get these framed soon too. So there, it's on my to be framed stack. I've also got a poster of Middle Earth, the big painting of Middle Earth from Lord of the Rings. That's about, it's at least 4.5 feet long by maybe 3.5 feet tall. That's still, I just found that in a tube the other day. I used to have that tacked to my wall in my office a couple of incarnations ago. So framing pictures, that's, I've got a few that I still want to get framed. So happy Sunday morning, Susie Q. Good to see you. And Tracy Roberts, nice to see you too. You're kin of some kind, I suppose. Is Roberts your maiden name or your married name? Or is it an acquired name? Is it a family name? We're probably related in some way. They say most of the Roberts in America came from Wales. Roberts is a Welsh name. But you also have Irish, which was Mick Roberts, MC, and they dropped the Mick on it. So there's a few Roberts around. There's a lot of black folk that are Roberts. I would guarantee you a lot of them came from slaveholders and took a name. So married into Welsh family, Cecil. There you go. All right, Welsh. So yeah, I have traced my family line back to the mid 1400s in Wales. So and the name changed several times through. It was Roberts. When they first came to America, it was Robards. Robards. I see it spelt Roberts, Robertts. Somewhere in the line, I see it Robards again, and then changed all the way through. So interesting research. Hey, Deborah. I don't see you, but I see somebody else saying hi to you. Hi, Deborah Smith. Nice to see you. Welcome. And so Sunday mornings, for those of you listening that may not be in the chat room or that haven't listened to Sunday Morning before, it's not an official radio show. This is just family time, you could say. Sunday mornings, we do some card readings, which we'll get to in a little bit today. We haven't done that for a couple weeks because we had my friend Ruben Fasthorse join me last Sunday. And so it's just informal. So Kevin is here too. KDO from MN, Kevin Olson, good friend of ours. I've known Kevin since my 28-year-old daughters were 6 months old. Kevin and I met at the church we were all going to at the time, Hope Evangelical Free Church. And so that was back in 92 we met, late 1992. And so Kevin, good to have you here. And I look like your father's-in-law, Dwayne Roberts. Yeah, it's very possible. It's very possible. You know, I have a little story from a little pub in Wales. We were at Abergavenny, Wales, and we were visiting the castle ruins there. And we went to a little pub in Abergavenny. This was with my buddies and I back in 2005. And we went to a little pub called the Hen and Chickens. We walked in there and it was about 2 p.m. And here's all these guys sitting at the pub. And they're all in blue jeans and white t-shirts, untucked, you know, from younger to middle age. They all seem to be dressed the same. And I said, hey, isn't it early for everybody to be drinking at 2 p.m.? And I got somebody calling me from an 800 number. Hold on a second. Hang on. Let's answer that. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Who's calling me?
So my name is Michael from Community Bank, and it was a business call for Scott Roberts.
From Community Bank? Well, I wouldn't be interested. I've got an account somewhere else, so... Oh, I hung up too soon. I was going to tell him to take me off his call list. So there we go. Hello, this is Michael from Community Bank in downtown Iowa. So there you go. But what was I saying? Something about the pub, the Hen and Chickens. So I asked all the guys. I said, it's 2 p.m. I said, seems a little early to be out drinking at the pub. And he says, oh, we'll go drinking at the pub. You know, we're all off work. We're all, you know, we all kicked off early today. And they're drinking. And so they said, what brings you chaps over here? And we just tell them we're just castle hopping and pub hopping. And I made the god-awful mistake of saying something to them about, oh, I guess that's just the way you Brits do things. Pints got set down and they all stood up. They said, and I was like, what'd I say? And they said, Brits. I said, we're Welsh, you know, whatever that Welsh accent was. And he says, you say you're from America? Why don't we just start calling you Mr. Canada? And so I bought them all around and we sang them a song. They said, sing us a song. So because I was with these two guys, we were part of a group out at the Renaissance Festival and we sang. I mean, I'm not talking madrigal stuff. We had to teach, of our 5 guys, we had to teach 4 of them to sing, 3 of them to sing. And we sang bawdy songs. We sang some cool historical songs, but it was all in a bunch of skits that we used to do. Very men's show meets the Sound of Music meets the Renaissance Festival. And so we do 2 shows a day in the afternoons, and then did all our other stuff with our main characters that we played out there and all our other involvements. So we sang him a song. And it was probably something like, Don't Go for the One. You ever heard that song by Gaelic Storm? I don't know if I even know all the words. It's Irish, and it says, my friend married Tracy McCall. He said she was a scary old doll. A voice out of hell and a temper to boot. Arms like a navvy and a face like dried fruit. Well, I says to Harvey, when I was home last year, come on, let's go out for a beer. He says, well, my sister's French husband is coming for tea. I've been sent to the snail shop to fetch him some tea. And then he said something else. He says, well, let's just go for the one. And the chorus is, the one, don't go for the one, don't go for the one, for the one, for the one, don't go for the one, for the one, for the one, don't go for the one, for the one, for the one. Easy words, huh? And then the story goes on in the song, how they advanced from, the one went down easy, the second was good, the third and the fourth, and we could barely stood. I can't remember the words to that now. Harvey looked at his watch. It was 10:15. He says, I better get home. Oh no, I'm dead for sure, and so on and so on. And he gets to the home. He stumbles home to his gate. He trips, and he had the snails, of course, in the bag, and the snails went up in the air. What does he say then? His wife comes out, and she says, you're 4 hours late. This had better be good. So he says as he's crawling up the walk, something like, and the snails are all over the walk, and he says, 5 more feet, lads, we're nearly there. So something like that. So don't go for the one. So you got to go listen to Gaelic Storm. They've been around for a long time. One of my favorite Irish bands. They do urban Irish music. And sometimes they do their IRA type of set of music. But they were first made famous in the movie Titanic. If you remember the scene, I may have talked about this once before. I have vague remembrances of talking about this. But they, in the movie Titanic, when Leonardo DiCaprio and Rose, whatever her name is, the actress, when they went down to steerage, the poor people class, and they're dancing, the band playing in the background was Gaelic Storm. And that's really what kind of kicked them up to the next level of fame. And now they're on the charts all over the world. Go look them up. Gaelic Storm. Yes, Titanic. So, anyway, I don't know where I was. I was talking about England, our trip to England, posters, having posters from England. And, on that same trip, I had been to Glastonbury before. You ever seen Glastonbury Tour? It's if you go to Glastonbury, England. Anybody out there been there? Show me a show of hands if you've been to Glastonbury. And there is hills all around, but there's one hill. It's kind of shaped like this, and it's long, and there's a tower on the top. You can see it from the distance when you come into Glastonbury. And that's the remnants of Glastonbury Cathedral were up on that hill. And there's one tower standing up there. And according to legend, Glastonbury Tor is Avalon from the Arthurian legends. And Avalon, yes, it's from King Arthur. Yes, Tracy. Glastonbury Tor was called the Isle of Glass. It was the place of the priests, the Christian priests of the White Christ, they called it. But it's also purported to be the Isle of Avalon that's associated with King Arthur. And do you remember at his death, the maidens from the priestesses from Avalon took him on a boat over to the Isle of Avalon. And so Glastonbury Tor, when you look at it, once you're up on top of that, you can just walk up the side of the hill, you get up there, you look around and you can see the whole region was once a lake basin. and it's dotted with all these hills, which were all islands back then. And the whole of the island would probably be about a mile, mile and a half in circumference, but it's long, like cigar-shaped kind of. And this was supposed to be if you've ever read the book The Mists of Avalon by Morgan Llewellyn, fantastic book. Takes the Arthurian legends from the point of view of the women involved in the story. And it centers on the priests and the high priestess, the priestess and the high priestesses of Avalon. And in that book, it was said if you knew the magics, if you knew the way the universe worked, and you could part the mists on the lake, and Glastonbury became Avalon. It was like interdimensional. They say that it receded from ancient times into the mists. And so it's an interesting concept. Now, when I was there the first time, which I think was 1990 was the first time I was in England, and we visited Glastonbury. I went to Glastonbury Tor, and it wasn't built up at all. There was a little gate with a bunch of, I don't know, blackberry bushes or blackthorn bushes and things like that. And if you brushed aside the bushes, there was a little plaque, a little brass plaque on a pole, standing about 4 feet tall. And it said Glastonbury Tor, little history about it, and then it said purported to be the Isle of Avalon and the entrance to the netherworld. And that's the plaque they had there. There's no touristy stuff there, no nothing. The whole town is like a Wiccan ghetto. So you didn't really need a visitor's center. And I don't think there's a visitor's center there now. You can just walk up to the hill and walk up the hill. And hey, Jeannie, via proxy. Nice to see you here today. And so, Matt, I'd love to illustrate Avalon. And that would be awesome. Yeah. Let's see what I come up with. And so I was there. I wish I could show you some pictures of the place. I can't do it in this particular form of live stream. I don't think I can share my screen. Hold on a second. Let's see if it lets me or not. No, I'm almost afraid if I click something. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, that's my camera. I'm almost afraid if I click something, I'm going to lose the stream. So, pop chat, toggle, timestamp, participants. Nope, can't do it. So, yeah, Finnegan's Wake is a good song, Matt Finn. So, yeah, so Glastonbury Tor was an incredible place. The feeling there was palpable. I went the first time with my ex-wife, the mother of my 3 older children. So that was in 1990. My twin daughters, my first kids were born in 92. So this was early in our relationship. We were married in 89. And then we went in 90, we went to England. We also went to Honduras in 90. My grandfather had a little island down there in the Caribbean, but I digress. Glastonbury is a very cool city. It's a neat place. It can get a little touristy with all the witchy stuff. And by witchy, I mean the pagan stuff, the Wiccan stuff. When you say it's a Wiccan ghetto, that's pretty much what Glastonbury is. I'll have to think about doing an illustration of Glastonbury. So we'll see. I don't know how I'd illustrate that. But you go up there and there's the one tower, and it's just hollow up through the top, and there's a door on either side, and the wind just whistles through there. So it's pretty neat. It's the remnants of the Glastonbury Cathedral. So I heard. I'm almost thinking that's inaccurate now, that the tower was the only thing that ever stood up there. The lead sinner of Gaelic Storm drinks a lot of Guinness, says Lucky Stone. I think you meant singer, but sinner is probably apt. Yeah, that's Patrick. And I had a brush with fame. I once stood in the urinal peeing next to the urinal where Patrick was peeing. And I started talking to him. Hey, and he recognized us. My same buddies that went to England with me We used to go to Gaelic Storm concerts all the time when they were in Minneapolis. And we were always in the front row, jumping up and down to the music and drinking Guinness and all of that. So they started to recognize us. So, well, thank you, Macabre. I appreciate that. Sterling. And Gaelic Storm. Yeah. Go listen to them. Go check them out. Go to YouTube and check them out. Listen for some of their songs. I've got my favorites of theirs. And I love their music. Good stuff. You have to hear the one about Russell Crowe, too. I think the whole song is entitled "The Night I Punched Russell Crowe in the Head." So he talks about how he was in a bar and Russell Crowe was smoking in this bar in California, and his friend was a bartender there. And the bartender said, "Mr. Crowe, I'm sorry, you can't smoke in here. It's against the law." And of course, in the song, they've got Russell Crowe sidled up with his cigarette and says, "You man enough to make me put it out?" You know, he's Australian. I don't know if that sounded Australian. I hope none of my Australian friends are listening right at the moment, as I butchered your Australian accent. And so he crushes out the cigarette, or he wouldn't put it out. And so, and he started threatening the bartender. The bartender punched him in the head. Now, this is the story. Gaelic Storm says, "You'll have to gauge whether it's true or not." And he punches him in the head. And the chorus says, "The closest I came to waking up dead was the night that I punched Russell Crowe, the gladiator, in the head." And the music's got a nice mix of Irish and didgeridoo, Australian stuff. So it's good. Macabre says, "Butchered, your lisp is better." I got to be in the mood for the lisp. I've got to be resist. I've got to be with Rocky Stucci. When we're talking politics and talking about resist. Yeah. So I can't vote for Donald Trump because he just hates gay people. He's so anti-LGBTQ that and transgender. He doesn't want any transgenders in his administration. I don't think we're represented very well under the current administration, but Biden will change all of that. So there you go. Yeah, just here having friends with fun, or fun with friends, without my wife grabbing her boobs, if you saw that on Friday. So that was a classic moment, though. Yeah. If you weren't here Friday, we had our neighbors over and we were having a bonfire. And it's kind of funny, when you're you look at your own age, and then you the people you hang with sometimes. They're our neighbors. They come over. We do the bonfire. They come and hang. We sit on the front patio and smoke just cigarettes and have beers and stuff. We've been doing that for, the last year. And as we're talking the other night around the fire, I'm talking to John. And some of you who were here saw John and Brianna as they were here. And talking to John, and I'm mentioning, you remember, that TV series. And I can't remember which one we were talking about. And he says, "No, I don't remember that." And I go, "Well, let's see, when would that have come out?" I said, "Oh, that's an older series. It came out in the 90s. And I said, "You were born in what, 80? Because my wife was born in 80. My wife is 40. And although she looks 28. But as we're talking, he says, "No, man." He says, "Remember, I was born in 92. I said, 92? He goes, "Yeah, I'm 28 years old." And I go, "Whoa, my twin daughters are 28. And so we're talking about stuff. And I said, "Wow, so the series I'm talking about came out 10 years before you were born." And I said, "That's like me talking about my mom when I was a kid." And she would say, "Oh, I used to watch that show." And it was like Leave It to Beaver, which came out, like 10 years before I was born. Maybe 5 years. But you get it. Yeah. Yeah, my wife's 40. She turned 40 this last April. So, Teresa, yeah. So, like I say, she hasn't changed much in the 15, 16 years I've known her. She pretty much looks the same. All she's got is just that little bit of, I've had 3 kids in you've torn apart my body. But she's svelting down along with me, which is kind of neat. I'm not svelte yet, but I've lost almost 30 pounds in the last 6 weeks, if you haven't noticed. So thank you very much for noticing. So yeah, from sitting around for 3 years after my heart surgery and then my hip surgery, I ended up sitting around. Everything hurt, and I couldn't do things the way I used to. And I just put on weight. Just went. I got big man boobs, and I had a huge roll where men shouldn't have rolls down below the belly button. It's huge. And I blew out of everything I used to wear. And at one point, I was wearing sweatpants because it's all I could put on. And as you all know, I mentioned it, I hit up to 290 pounds. That's 10 pounds from 300 pounds, folks. And so as of this morning, I'm 262. So I didn't actually lose 30 pounds. I'm 28 pounds lighter than I was about 6 weeks ago. So I feel good about that. It's still going. I got like 40 more pounds to get back down to I met Raini when I was this weight. I think if I do that, I won't be able to keep her off me with a stick. So, because you know what? Never mind. So, age is all about how you feel. Yeah, we've talked about this before, the whole age and thing. And yeah, I know that, Matt, but it's the people you surround yourself with. And so I'm sitting, our closest neighbor friends, are 28 years old, 30 years. I'm 30 years older than them. And we don't realize it until we define it. So it's kind of fun. We do things a little differently. I think I've got a little age and experience, obviously, on my neighbors, but we don't really notice it. Both look great. Oh, great to me. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, I think my wife looks great. I'm starting to show my age a little bit, but my wife, she is fantastically young looking. You have to get really close to see her crow's feet. And guys, I got a word of advice for you. Even though you don't mean anything negative by it, and you're being loving and affectionate, never come up close to your wife and look at her and go, wow, you got the cutest little crow's feet. Doesn't always go over well. Coffee. You know what? Sit tight. I'm going to go warm up my coffee. I can do that because it's not a real radio show, right? Don't go anywhere. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in 1 minute. The one, don't go for the one, don't go for the one, for the one, for the one, the one. Hey, I'm back. So, Lucky Stone says, my wife is a native English speaker. If I said crow's feet, she would think I was referring to her feet. Nice. Yeah. So we got to be careful the things we say to our wives, guys. You have the cutest little crow's feet. And she does. She smiles. She glows when she smiles. I love hearing my wife laugh. I'll be sitting in here working at my desk and she'll be out there. She'll watching TV or something with the kids. And she's got this great laughter, this great belly laugh. And it just makes me smile and laugh when I hear her laugh. When she really gets into her, I just spilled a little coffee on my keyboard. Apple keyboards. It's all wireless. I spilled a little coffee on that. There we go. Hopefully I didn't kill any keys. Hang on a second. Got coffee here. Find something to wipe up my coffee with. Because it wasn't. Oops. I thought that was just a red piece of red tissue sitting in there with something wrapped up in it. There we go. Red tissue. And here's what was wrapped up in it because it fell on the floor. Oh, from faraway lands, from Egypt. This was wrapped up in there. It bounced on the floor. Shafti. Servants in the afterlife is what these were. So I have it labeled because we were showing this all off. We were selling a bunch of these. This isn't an actual artifact. This was what they do in Egypt. The villagers around, they'll make these things and cast them or carve them out of stone, and they sell them to tourists for the equivalent of about $15. You go, no, la shukran, no thank you. I'm not buying that for $15. I'll give you $2 for that. Oh, how about 10 American dollars? No, I'll give you 5. And so, you get these for a couple of bucks is what it works out to. And I got a whole drawer full of this stuff here. That's where they ended up in the drawers. This is actually, John Ward actually thought that this might be authentic, but it was sold as a piece of shakti. So that little guy, I acquired him in Egypt as well. So, hello. So, I wonder if my helmet would fit on him. Raini found this for me at a garage sale. Nice little helmet, huh? Look at that. No, I don't think it'll fit. Nope. So, I do have him sitting on Spock, though, over there. My Spock action figure up on the shelf. What did Matt say? We went out with kids, looking at furniture. We like to go garage sailing. My wife takes us all garage sailing. Now, this is an authentic piece, by the way. My grandfather gave me this back in roughly 1977. It's a piece of a bowl. This is back before I knew anything about archaeology or laws and so on. You can tell by the layers, when it was made, by the style of inscription or art that's done on that. And he dug this up on the mountaintop of the island where he lived in the Caribbean. And he brought a bunch of stuff home and he gave this to me. I've had this since 1977. My grandfather gave me that. That's in with all the, let's just see what else. It's almost like Christmas, isn't it? What's in this one? Oh, this isn't an artifact, but we were on a little mountaintop in the middle of the Sahara Desert in Egypt. And these were scattered all over the place. You know what that is? What's that look like to you? That is a petrified clamshell. So you ask yourself, how did a mountaintop get scattered with thousands of petrified clamshells? Probably all underwater once, huh? So what else we got in here? Oh, I got a piece of fabric, but nothing's wrapped in it. This is the fabric we use to, and this is actually an old sock that we created for our Highland Regiment. They found this fabric buried in the ground on the battlefields up in Fort Ticonderoga in New York. So that's what they wore on their socks, that weave. So we wove that. How's that? It's like show and tell and Christmas all at the same time. What else we got in this drawer? Oh, we got a couple of things. Oh, that's just some necklaces, the little necklaces they make in Egypt. You can buy a million of those for $5. Oh, what's this? Okay, this is fake, but it's resin. I had the guy arguing with me. This little statuette of Amenhotep, son of Hapu, which is John Ward's candidate for Moses, by the way. I don't think he was, but they wanted me to buy this for like $30. And I said, $30? I said, I picked it up. Oh, look who's awake.
Where's my coffee?
Oh, it's right here.
No, it's not. That's yours. And your germs are in
Tamir.
it. It's disgusting.
Tamir, my beautiful wife.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's so beautiful.
Good morning to you. What beautiful hair you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking about you earlier.
Were you?
Yeah.
How awesome and amazing I am.
And then there's little Rowan is down there.
Little Ellery.
Ellery. Oh, hi, Ellery.
Go ahead, put your
I wasn't looking at you till you looked up.
Say good morning.
Say good morning, folks.
Put your hair down.
She's up now too. So, well, that's Ellery out there.
That's Rowan.
Or Rowan.
My name is Scotty, and I don't drink my coffee.
Yeah, that's right. You can have this cup. I
don't want your gross germs. There we go. Now I feel better about my hair.
I do too. Wow. I like your hair.
Oh.
It's my hair now.
Hey, what
Morning,
movie
Mary.
is this a line from?
Good morning, Susie.
Leave us the
Steve.
girl. We can at least get a very fine price.
Gross, it's stinky today.
No, it doesn't. It smells like you.
It smells like hair oil and
You.
the
And shampoos.
dry shampoo.
And stuff like that. No sniffing.
Yeah.
No Joe Bidening.
Ew, yeah, pervert.
No,
oh,
no.
Man.
No, that was from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Remember when he's hiding on that ship? And Captain Mombasa or something like that. He talked like this. He said, "You may take you may take them," he says, "but leave us the girl. At least we'll make a profit this trip. She'll bring a very fine price. You'll bring a very fine price."
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So there you go.
Yeah.
Family hour.
A family hour again. I was gonna say, I heard just showing all the Egypt stuff. There's a lot of stuff on my Etsy.
Yes.
So if there's anything you kind of maybe want,
Go over
there's some stuff
to
over there.
Raini's Etsy page. You know how you get to Son of a Patriot? Instead of Son of a Patriot, just type in Mama Hathor's Studio. Mama Hathor's Studio.
Yeah.
And you'll see all of her stuff. It might even be linked up at Son of a Patriot. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, but that's how beautiful my wife looks when she first gets up in the morning.
In the morning.
And I'm just like, wow. I just sit up on my elbow in bed sometimes and I look at her when she's waking up and I go, wow.
No, he doesn't.
I do.
No, he doesn't.
I do. Holy cow, I say.
You usually hear the fuck, what was that? 'Cause he steps on something.
Oh, that's when I get up. Yeah, kids leave Legos.
Or the dog and the stupid dog toys. You step on something and it
Oh,
squeaks.
you're trying to get up at 5 in the morning and be really quiet so I don't wake her up. And I take a couple of steps away from the bed and I step on the dog toy. It goes like that. You're like, fuck. Oh, sorry. Poop.
Oh. Fudge.
So, fudge. Mmm. Hello, Mrs. Roberts, says Sterling.
Hello. Good morning.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Audrey.
Yeah.
She put up the link for Rainy. So you go over there and you'll see a bunch of this little Shepty stuff.
And I'm really bad. So I have to go and make sure everything's all up because I think some of my stuff expired. So make sure to check through the day if you want anything, because I got to go and repost things.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. And hi, Audrey.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
up.
look beautiful.
You weird pervert.
I can't help myself. She even looks good in the morning. Yes, Teresa, she does.
Except for the sticky eyes, so I keep going like that.
Yeah. Well, I do that too.
Slept with the windows open, and I think that we have turkey barns all across the street. There's like 14 of them, and the turkey stench and the turkeys stink.
Yeah, you're like.
I think sometimes
what is that? Did you fart?
Gets our allergies going
it's
and
the
makes the
turkey
eyes
barns.
all icky in the morning because I
So,
see you're squinty too.
I am squinty today.
Yay.
So,
Yay
so what do you got to say?
Not much.
Let's do a show.
Yeah, what kind of show?
I don't know.
You show yours first.
I
No,
can
not
show
that
mine.
kind of show. Not that
I can
kind
show
of
mine.
show.
That's all that's underneath mine. See that? That's why I don't like being. I don't take my shirt off much.
Yeah.
I got all this stuff all over me from the surgery.
Weird scars.
So.
What about this?
Ow! What the hell? You can leave now.
Okay,
My
I'm
turn.
gonna go get some coffee.
My turn.
I'm going to get my coffee. It's done.
Go get your coffee and come back. Wow. Ow. It's like swelled up now. So, anyway, she'll be back in a minute. Maybe. Oh, I was saying about this guy. You got to watch out these guys you buy from in Egypt. This is onyx, he says. Onyx. Or basalt. Basalt. I said, no, that's resin. It's plastic. It's cast. And he got really insulted. I said, look at the bottom. I said, see all those scratch marks? I said, look at that. That's plastic resin cast. I said, I'll give you $5 for him, not 30. And he got really pissed at me, but he took my $5. So, what else we got in here? Just because we're here. That's kind of where we left off. Let's see if we got anything else unique in here. Oh, look at this. Is basalt. Now, frankly, this is basalt. You see the difference? Look at this. Resin. Basalt.
What are we smoking?
Rock.
Resin? Who's smoking resin?
So there, that's basalt.
Cool.
That little head picked him up out in Egypt as well. Elongated skull. I don't know what the purpose of that was, but whoever made this carved this out of basalt. So that's pretty darn cool. I'd like to do a carving of you.
Yeah.
A sculpture. Think I should do a sculpture of her?
I think you should finish the painting first.
Yeah, I got to redo that painting. I don't like it. I started a painting like 8 years ago of her on a big piece of wood, slats in it. And it kind of resembles her, sort of, maybe. And I never finished it because I didn't like it.
I don't like it either.
So I'll do something new. I got that one I did of her over there that looks more like her than that. So let's see. Oh, I got a sculpture of boobs. Look in that closet. See where it is. I gotta move my hat racks in front of the closet.
Look how big these
Look out, dog.
are.
Whoa, those are super huge.
There it is. Okay, when Raini was like 9 months and 5 days pregnant
Thank you.
with Rowan, no, or was it Ellery? With Ellery, I did.
Yeah, it was Ellery.
You may have seen the picture on my
We've had
Facebook.
3, doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's move this out of there. Yeah, if you have 3, it's like, who cares? I did this, and I've never finished it, meaning sanded it down and bronzed it. So it's chipping up a little bit, and I got to fix it. But this is the casting I did of Raini. There, that gives you a idea of proportion. See?
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. So there's a little proportion for you.
Yeah.
So she was 9 months pregnant with, and I mean, she literally gave birth 2 days later after I did this casting of her. So there it is. That's as close as I've got to a casting of my wife.
Sculpture.
One of these days, if it doesn't fall apart first, I got to sand it smooth and then bronze it, and we'll hang it on the wall.
I was gonna say it needs some work already. It's got some major cracking.
It does. See, it's cracking and stuff like that. But
cracking all in the front too.
and look at this. This is what my wife looks like from the inside out.
Yeah.
Whoo!
That's where my guts go.
Those are some good like beer holders, beer steins. So there you go. There's my wife. That's my naked wife. Not in great detail, but I don't even know if it's salvageable other than to maybe sand it a bit and lacquer it so it never falls apart anymore.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what I got. What's on that big parchment down there? Or is that a papyrus? And the other one?
Oh, there's that. This one's just paper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff that isn't framed.
Tickets. I wonder if we won.
Yeah, this is probably the winning lottery ticket.
2017.
And it's from 2017. So, boom. So, there you go. Isn't this scintillating live radio? Got you gripping your
That's
seat?
a Go for 5 ticket.
No, what are these?
That's my body when you were in my belly. Oh.
So, anyway, what else you want to talk about, Raini?
I'm gonna put it away because with all our luck, the dog will jump on it, or the cat and the dog are gonna fight.
Yep. Or the kids will do something to it. Here, let me move this hat rack.
That's enough room. When I smack it on the door,
Hello. Hello, boxer shorts.
I sleep in men's underpants.
What do you do in men's underpants?
I sleep in them. They got the V butt thing, so it doesn't go up your ass crack while you're sleeping. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. See, guys, we got all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put that back where it was. There you go. Boom. So, yeah, badass. All right. Yeah, she's got a fantastic ass. She's got nice toes too. My wife has nice everything. When I met her, she had rings on her toes. I thought that was really cool.
Rings on her fingers and rings on her toes. Is that a song?
Rings on her fingers and bells on her toes.
Yeah, there we go. It's too early yet.
You know that song, folks? That'll date you. Yes, Matt, informal radio is a lot of fun.
And we got Ariana Grande playing in the background.
Yeah, the girls are watching Ariana Grande. It's not that I let them, it's that they just do. So.
And after 3 kids, sometimes you just don't care.
You just don't care anymore.
She's not naked. There's no sex in the video.
That's
I don't know. Maybe there's dry humping. I haven't seen it.
Dry humping and affectation.
But I don't really care because they're quiet and they're leaving me alone.
Quiet. They're not bugging us. So, that's what it gets to be after a certain point too. You've heard it before. The comedy's old, but you have the first kid and it's like, oh my God, it's so delicate. It's so fragile. And as they're getting older, oh, careful. Oh, she got dirt on her. Quick, let's bring her in and hose her down and sanitize her.
The dog licked her mouth. Oh no.
Or like, yeah. You drop the bottle on the floor and you're like, I've got to sanitize it. Don't let her touch that again. And now, after child 3, it was like the bottle drops on the floor. You're like, here.
Yeah. Well, the dog licked her mouth. Maybe she had good bacteria in it.
Yeah, maybe that bacteria will kill the bad bacteria. So yeah.
Nice.
It's nice when they're quiet and they're not bugging us.
Why are you resting your chin on her fake boobs?
Why are you resting? Oh, not because I can.
Because he can't use the real ones.
Because I can use the real ones. I can do this, and rest my head. And I'm like, oh,
you're sweaty.
Oh, that's nice. But so there you go. Yeah, Teresa, you were a 4th kid, so that explains a lot. Mom and Dad were like, go play on the highway.
Yeah.
So Corey laughs. How you doing, Corey? So, hey, Miss Rowan, can I visit you all day today? You know what, Kevin? She's not in the room anymore, so you might have a little lapse. Sometimes people pick up the stream and it's playing like 5 minutes late. Or something like that. Rowan will come here and say hi.
Come here.
We're running around today, Kevin. We got to go into the city. So this afternoon, we got to go. I got to go pick up some art supplies I purchased back in March. And they called me and said that when COVID was really strong.
Come in and say good morning.
Say good morning, guys.
Don't.
There's
turn it down too
Rowan.
far.
Why? What's down too far?
I'm
Underpants.
not wearing any pants.
Oh, on her. You don't have any pants on? What are you doing in here? You got pants on.
Yeah, well, those kind of pants, but not pants.
Underpants. So this is my whole family except
I'm
for
in here
Flynn.
in my underpants too, Rose. Makes me
Yeah.
better.
Here, Rainy, show everybody your underpants.
No, because it'll show Rowan's underpants.
Oh.
She ducks. No.
It's just her underpants are. She sleeps in men's boxers, so she's got plaid boxers on in the morning. So,
Ew, I touched some of your
what did Field
coffee
Guy
in
say
my
that
mouth.
somebody said yay? I did that once on the played on the highway. Okay, fantasy draft done.
Nice.
So, doing okay, Corey says. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you.
I'm
And,
missing my Ariana Grande.
okay.
Morning,
song.
kids.
I'm
Bye. Oh, they're missing
bye,
Ariana
bye.
Grande.
Me too.
So, do your Ariana Grande impersonation, your dance.
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't have one. Or just the one I do when I annoy the
Just
kids.
the one you do when you annoy the kids. That's Rainey's dance.
And then the dog humps my leg.
Hey, wait. Do that again.
No, she's up now.
Do that again.
I don't want to get humped.
And that's
I don't
how
wanna
I
get
met
humped.
your mother. I tell him.
I was going to say, I think you can even see her. No, you can't see her.
Let's see.
If
Is she
she's
down
waiting,
there?
She's down there.
I
waiting.
can see your underpants.
I'm going
Though.
to hump you. I'm gonna make sure
Isn't
my
this
hole's closed.
great fare for a Sunday morning? So that dance is how Rainey won my heart. Oh, there's Lucy.
Okay, morning.
That's Lucy Fur. Hi, Lucy. What you doing? She's a mama's dog. See?
And she's gonna bite. Oh, she's
Yeah,
biting.
and she's biting her.
I got
And
you
she
off,
bites
Feisty.
her, and
Go
then she
away.
gets down and humps her leg.
Well, I
So-
danced, and whenever I dance, she comes and humps me. So I got her all feisty.
And that's how I met your mother. Whenever she dances, the dog humps her. And we have 3 kids.
Yeah.
So there you go. Kevin wants to know if he can visit Rowan today. Kevin, we're not going to be here most of the day. Otherwise, I'd say absolutely. So we're going to be doing some running around today.
Yeah.
We went to do running around last night, and we just ran out of steam. So we got to go back in and run around today.
Yeah.
So, and Kevin, this will make sense to you because you're from the area. I have to drive in from here to Roseville to pick up my art supplies, which
No,
I
thank
purchased back in March,
You don't
and
like
have been
it?
sitting there waiting for me to
Okay.
do a
Thank you.
curbside pickup during the COVID, and we
Did you?
never
Was
made
it
it back
cold?
in there. So we got to run up there, and we've got to go over
Okay.
to.
Thank you.
We're going to Half Price Books, and we're going to some places like that. Ooh,
Okay, and
good,
then
the child didn't hear that. Oh,
I
just be
sold
bugged.
my car, so we're gonna drive up to
Yeah.
my mom's. My mom left me a car to use until
So we
we
got to
can
go
find a new one.
get a car. We sold the Mercedes. So,
Yeah.
oh, you know what was interesting? We sold that Mercedes. Now we bought that Mercedes. She bought that used, and from a lady,
From a lady.
young lady.
From
and,
Wow.
so-
Wow.
She listed it for $5,000. Black Mercedes SUV, great shape. We just had a bunch of engine work done, nearly $1,000 of engine work done on it, and a couple of little dings on the paint from people opening their doors into us and stuff. But other than that, it was in great shape, and we sold that because it's it's got over 100,000 on it. What did it have?
It was only 162. We sold it because I
162.
don't like it, and it's not enough room, so I can't have more than 4
You
seats.
can't throw a
and all-
dresser in it and haul
all
it.
my massage gear, and I drive to go do massages,
So-
and I got to be able to fit my gear.
She thought, let's sell it and let's get something better, bigger, another van or something.
Yep.
And it was great, black leather interior, spotless. It was a nice car. And so she listed it for $5,000, which means you'll be happy to get like $4,200 out of it. And she talked to some douchebag on the phone who said that he wanted to buy it. He says, will you take $4,000? He gypped her down to $4,000. Okay, I'll do $4,000. Well, I'm out
$4,000.
of
Come take a
town for a
look.
few days. I was up at Andy's working for my client. And she calls me and she said, the guy showed up and he offered me $36,000. And it's like, she invited him to come and get the car at $4,000. He gets here and says, I'll give you $36,000. And I said, tell him to take a hike. I don't like that. Well, so that was that douchey part. She ended up selling it to him for $35,000, which I was like, okay, 35
Okay.
because he kept jipping her down. 35. Okay, cash on the barrel. That 35. Boom, boom, boom. Here's your title. Buy. She saw the very next day. She sees an ad he's got up for it, trying to sell it for how much?
45.
4,500. And he states in there, this was my grandmother's car, and it's only been driven
used by one person
One
off the show
person
floor.
off the showroom floor. Oh, I so wanted to respond to his ad.
And
She wouldn't let me.
It's still got all, and I know it's my car because it still has Wisconsin plates, which in Wisconsin you're supposed to take your plates. And he told me he just needed to drive it home, and then he would send me my plates on Monday. Which on Monday, I don't think anything's open tomorrow. But on Tuesday, I'm going down to the DMV to cancel my plates.
Nobody honors on holidays anymore.
I'll do you.
So
I'll do your hair in a little bit.
I wanted to respond to his ad, his public ad, and put in there, is this the one time off the showroom floor used by your grandmother car that we bought used a year ago? Is that the same car? It's got our license plate on it. And no, and he said a couple of other things that weren't true about it. What did he say?
Just the one owner was brand new off the showroom
One owner,
floor.
brand new off the showroom floor.
Grandma's going into the nursing home.
Oh yeah, guy made up this huge story. And it's like, hey, fucktard, I'm gonna come in and ruin your day. I hate that.
Don't waste your time on it. Don't waste your time on it.
So he could make $1,000 off of it.
But
I don't have any problem with entrepreneurs. I don't have any problem with flipping houses, flipping cars, but he lied about it. And he gypped her down to that low price, $1,500 less than her asking price.
But
so now we have $3,600, $3,500 to find a replacement minivan.
But in Wisconsin, it's almost for a $3,000 vehicle, almost $500 to get the title and new license plate. So we can really only look for a $3,000 vehicle.
Yeah,
we gotta pay. And he took my plates, which means I know I'm not getting my plates back. So I gotta go cancel them.
He said he'd mail them to her on Monday because he didn't have a. You should contact you. You should write on his ad. Have you mailed our plates back to us yet?
Nobody sees comments on there, so it's private. It would be private. He'd only see it. No one else is going to see it.
I'll write him and ask if he's mailed the plates yet.
Just leave it. He said Monday, so Tuesday. But here's the thing. Don't waste your time. If you're going to waste your time on something dumb, do something useful, like do a new tarot card.
Do a useful dumb thing.
Like help me take pictures of my stuff so I can get it on Etsy.
Give
me a massage.
Easy.
Don't waste your time on some dirtbag who doesn't
Who's back
matter.
There? Come up here.
Miss Ellie Bean.
Hi.
And what did I see? Matt Finn said, don't buy a Fiat. We will not buy a Fiat.
No.
We do have a Chevy Uplander that I absolutely freaking love, but it's at 311,000 miles.
311,000 miles on that minivan.
And it runs great, and it's fast, and it's zippy. It was fast and zippier than the Mercedes.
My wife deserves something better, but I can't afford it.
And I
can't afford it. Please donate to my.
Yeah. Anybody have a vehicle out there they want to donate?
Nice one though.
Send us a vehicle.
See, I've got an aesthetic
visit
issue.
You and pick it up.
I don't like to drive around clunker-looking cars.
But you can fix the clunker car.
I know, but that's work.
Talk about dumb work and wasting my time. The Chevy could even be fixed up.
So, anyway, yeah, this is a 2007 Chevy Uplander, Matt. So I don't know nothing about cars. I don't care. Never cared. So I was into Star Trek.
Yeah.
So, hi. You need a pony. You look so cool with a pony.
I don't know if they make all-wheel drive minivans yet, but that's what I'm waiting for.
Here.
No.
Give me your hair. Look at this. Look how sweet and cool she looks when her hair is up. Look at that. Look at that little goddess.
She looks just like her mommy.
She does look just like her mommy.
Take it down.
Oh, I just love her.
It's down. Oh, I love her too. You can stay here and put up with this. So there you go. She got hair like her mom.
Yes.
I like your hair.
Are you vampire or werewolf?
Vampire or werewolf. So anyway, maybe we should do a couple of readings, and because we've been on for an hour and not really talked about anything. It's just Sunday morning. Sometimes we hit some issues. Sometimes we're serious. Sometimes it's just family time. So
Yes, LA.
Hyundai has a great SUV, says Audrey. Santa Fe or the Palisade. See, I want something that's got enough room to. If you take out the back seat, you can haul bookshelves.
I dated a guy for a couple of weeks that was a Hyundai mechanic. He said the cars are crap and don't ever buy one. Now, that was a long time ago.
What guy?
I don't even know. It was only a couple of weeks.
I didn't remember his name.
I don't remember his name. I just know he was a Hyundai mechanic. And
he
said the cars were crappy.
So why'd you break up with him after 2 weeks?
Because he wasn't really my type. We just dated. It wasn't boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, you went out on a date.
We just went out on a few dates.
Got it. Hey, we just got rid of you.
Yeah.
Go watch Ariana Grande with your sister.
Where are you at, silly?
So, Hyundai today is not the same Hyundai of years ago. I've heard Subarus are good.
You made me trip and step on Lucy.
We thought of Subarus. We had a buddy of mine that was going to sell us a Subaru, and then he said he had to fix something on it, and then he said he opened it up, and the engine was shot.
But here's the thing. Subarus look nice.
They do.
They're supposed to have the highest safety rating. Dad's a tow truck driver. He even says so. But that middle seat in the back is like this big.
It's a hump.
And
there's
we got
2 seats in the back seat and a hump in the middle.
We need good room, so there's not punching and hitting and screaming and fighting. So we decided to just take the car off a bridge and end it all, so we don't have to listen anymore.
I'm gonna do a card for Teresa. She said she wants a card today. Let's go. You know, Raini reads tarot too.
It's been a long time. I don't remember much. I swear to God, kids sucked every bit of brain I had out my nipples.
Dad didn't do that. I took it from other places.
Dad didn't do it. Seriously, kids and breastfeeding, and now I got Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which gives you brain fog and messes with everything anyways.
Let's see what a card says for Teresa today. Ooh. One more, Teresa. One more shuffle. I should do a reading for Raini on here today, huh?
No, I don't like your readings. How about that for honesty? I do not like Scotty's readings.
Why?
I get really angry when he reads his own stuff.
Why don't you like my readings?
I don't think you were meant to read me. And when you do your own stuff too, I always feel like if you get a positive outcome, it's negative. It ends up negative.
That's weird.
Well, look at it. When you look at it, do I remember when we did Paradigm and I always yelled at you when you would do a reading? Because no matter what the reading, it was always positive and good, and then it would be opposite. Or if it was bad, then everything turned out fine.
That's true.
It was the opposite effect, and I didn't like that. Made me mad.
It seemed to have the opposite effect.
Yep.
All right, Teresa. I've got 2 cards I pulled for you. One that came off the top of the deck after the shuffle. The other one flipped out of the deck. So the one that flipped out at the beginning, I usually use those to do the reading because somebody's saying, "Hey, read this one." It's the Hermit, and the other one is the Hanged Man. Right, not Hung Man, Rainy. Don't get excited.
Dang. Oh yeah, I was checking out that loincloth.
So the Hermit is the card, Teresa, that says, this is the one that popped out. It said, it might be time for you to take a little time to, if not physically, at least metaphorically or mentally, go to the woods and take some time out. Rainy left. Take some time out. Have a time out for yourself to reflect. You see, he's carrying the lantern. He's, who was it, Diogenes that said he's looking for he's got the lantern because he's looking for a wise man. This is all about introspection and seeking and taking time to do that. It's time to play the hermit. In other words, find time in your day to play the hermit. And the hermit is, both of these cards, by the way, are from the major arcana, which is kind of like God or your angels snapping their fingers in your face and saying, hey, it's time to introspect. It's time to listen because God's telling you something. Somebody's telling you something. There's times in life when you have to step back and really carefully examine your situation, your decisions. And finding the hermit being your card today, this is just really indicating this is the time for you to do that. And right now is the time. You're in need of a period of inner reflection about things, away from the current demands of where you are in life. And so this is what that card means. There's the pace of your life has to slow down, or it's been slowing down, or you have to slow it down. And it's time to accept this and look for your final goals and things. And so right now, it's time for you to take a little time, introspect, figure out what's going on in your life. The Hanged Man kind of has a similar message. Maybe there's a reason both of these are up for you today. The Hanged Man, if you look at him on the old card decks, it shows him hanging by his ankle from a hangman's thing, gallows, hanging by his ankle, upside down, hands tied behind his back, and money falling out of his pockets. And the idea with the Hanged Man is that you're feeling held up. There's something that's holding up your progress right now. And you have to wait it out. And so it's time to say, while you're the Hanged Man, you watch the world pass by. And there's going to be a time where you know it's the right time to, all you got to do is reach up and either break the bond that's tying your foot to the gallows, or it breaks by itself and you fall back to the ground. But it's a time where you're losing ground. You're maybe losing money in the prospect. That's either a loss of income or money going to places you don't want it to go. It's a time where you're stagnant and you're at a standstill. But it's a time where you have to watch what's going on around you and learn from it. Now, you put those two cards together, something might have you in a forced, right now, kind of a forced time of playing the Hermit. Now that you're stuck in stasis. And you have to face your demons, you have to face all the stuff and work with it, make it happen. It's a great time to be the Hermit and do it. What better time than when you're hanging upside down by your ankle losing money than to be a little bit introspective. So gain your knowledge, build your knowledge, grow your knowledge. So there you go. You are in a forced situation, because usually when you're hanging by your ankle from a gallows, you didn't do that yourself. Circumstances, somebody else has forced you into that. Ever been in that position?
I got stuck in a bear trap once. No. Yes, you? I have. No.
Oh. And I wasn't talking about the getting tied up.
Not that. No. Yeah, that. I figured that.
So, but there you go, Teresa. That's what you need to do. And the important feature of this, the two messages from the two different cards, use the time wisely. While you're hanging upside down, be introspective. Look inward. Find out what you need to know. And with the Hermit, deliberately find time. This could mean daily meditation, looking inward.
No, not in here.
Trying to figure out your situation. Figure out where you want to be, where you're going. Look for wisdom. And so there you go, Teresa. You got 2 for 1 out of that one. And they both are really the same message. So there it is.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to read Raini.
I don't want you to read my card.
Just a single card. Let's just see what your card says today.
All right. And it's not that I don't think Scotty's readings are freaking amazing. They don't work when you read yourself.
They don't seem to. You know why? No. Because we know ourselves so well and we really pick apart the cards when we get them. I do that. I can put out a 10 card spread for myself, and it takes me 10 seconds to read it. I go, oh, yep, okay, I got it. But so this is for Raini. I'm going to do a single card for Raini. I haven't read Raini in years.
I like to touch the card.
Oh yeah. Here, why don't you? I always tell people if you were here, I'd have you cut the deck. So cut the deck, or shuffle it. You shuffle it.
Shuffle it.
Boom, 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 boom.
There you go.
Okay, top card. Here's your card for today. The Knight of Coins.
Cool.
You know what the Knight of Coins means? All the knights were shown in certain decks, in the old decks, by knights on horses. And the horses were indicating movement. So the knights, Raini, this card always means there's movement. There's something transitioning and something moving. And the Knight of Coins is the one that this has to do. Coins is with material well-being, your material aspects of your life. And but the Knight of Coins with the horses, he was always the one that was never moving. He was standing still. And so how is that transitional? It's because the Knight of Coins represents a person who, and I got to tell you folks right away, this is my wife to a T. I know her. He's standing still because he's overlooking like the field of battle where he's going to go right into. But he's not just charging in. He's standing still because he's reconnoitering. He's looking at the field. He's planning his moves. He's plodding, P-L-O-D-D-I-N-G, plodding, slow and meticulous. And that meticulousness is for a reason. It's Raini is the kind of person, I know this about her. This is just saying what you need to be doing right now is what you always do. It's stand on the top of the hill and look. Figure out, work your plan your work, and then work your plan is the idea with the Knight of Coins. And it affects your material well-being. So while you're saving up for that birthday present I want,
yeah,
that, you know, that Captain Kirk's chair from the original series,
yeah,
they're only like $2,700.
okay.
So if you're plodding and meticulous and you plan your work and then work your plan, you can get that for me by November.
Why do you think we sold the car? No, just kidding.
Boom.
No,
Oh,
no.
yes. Yes. I'm so glad you got rid of the Mercedes now. So there you go. That's a card that's telling you, do what you always do. Be meticulous, be plodding. This is one of the things I really like about Raini. You know, I always joke around, but I'm serious. I love her for her boobs and her butt and her eyes and her hair and everything that's physical. At the same time, what I love about Raini is the stuff that drives me nuts about Raini is that I'm a little more shoot from the hip kind of guy. She's a wait, I want to know what you're doing and when you're doing that. I got something coming up in like 6 weeks, and she'll go, has he gotten back to you yet to tell you exactly how that's going to go down? I go, no, not yet. We got 6 weeks. And she goes, well, I'd like to know now so I know how to plan. So my wife's a planner, and she's very smart that way. And that's one of the things I love about her, as much as I hate about her at times. It's like, shut up, leave me alone. And she's like, I will not leave you alone until you give me the details.
And I like the details, and I like to plan only because I want to make sure I have a plan in case any situation happens. I want to know that if this is the way it's supposed to go, but it doesn't, I've seen everything work out in all the different plays. I want to know. I just want to know so that I'm set and never get hit.
Yeah.
I never get hit in offset. Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
All right.
Who's
Steph
next?
is next.
Steph's next. All right.
Steph's next. And then Sue Giles, too.
Okay.
So let's go. Here's Steph. Hey, Sue. All right, Steph,
Sue.
this one's for you. I like to shuffle up just because it rearranges the cards. It not that the universe or creator, originator, you call them, can't figure it out. I don't think the cards magically replace themselves in the deck, but I think what happens is there's a lot of knowledge out there of knowing what's coming next, and this just rearranges the cards for you. All right, Steph. Here we go. Let's cut the deck for you as if you were here. I'd have you do this. All right. Steph, here's your card. You have the 9 of Wands. Now, the 9 of Wands. Hi.
Hi.
She looks pretty there. The 9 of Wands. Wands is that suit of your, it's not your relationships and passions like the cups are. It's about your emotions, the things that make up who you are. The things that I've said it 100 times on this show. It's what makes you get up and look in the mirror and go, damn it, it's going to be a fantastic day and I'm going to make it happen. It's the drive of your emotions. It's the red in, you see the red dress she's wearing. In this particular deck, every one of the wands has something red in it. Red curtains, red something or other. And it shows, it's supposed to be the zeal and the exuberance and the excitement, youthful zeal. And the 9 of Wands, it shows, in this card, it's a woman. In the older decks, it shows a man, and you see she's got that's not hair falling on her forehead, it's a bandage. And in the old decks, he's got a bandage with a little blood spot on it, and he's a soldier returning from war, and he's outside the gates of his home city, just kind of like she is here. And he's come home for respite, for a furlough, to rest. And the idea with the 9 of Wands is that you are in need of a rest. You are in need of a time to take a break. And that break is for the purpose of recharging yourself, recharging your batteries. That break is for the purpose of not just recharging your batteries, but also realizing, you're just making me want to come over there, Raini. So it's also for the purpose of not just recharging your batteries, but for really getting encouragement to continue. The struggles that you've experienced are going to be things that are granting you stability, but there's more to come. Inevitable conflicts are approaching in your future. That's what this card says. So, Steph, if you've gone through some stuff, it's time to take a little break. You got the wound to show for it. You need a break. You need to recharge. But it's recharging and sleeping in a bit with one eye open, knowing that you're not out of the fray. More conflict of the kind that has put you in the situation of needing the break is still coming. There's more at it. It's like the next wave is coming for you. And so in order to succeed, you have to rely on your inner strengths. You have to recharge your inner strength, and don't sacrifice your value for sake of short-term goals. We used to say, when I was in ministry, never sacrifice the eternal on the altar of the immediate. And that's really what this card's about. So it's saying, don't give up the long-standing stuff for the immediate satisfaction of something. Got to go through it. Take a break, recharge your batteries. There's more coming, in other words. So it's a positive card in the sense that it's telling you to take a break, recognizing that you need one, that you will recharge, but there's maybe that slight hint of not danger, but more conflict coming, and you've got to prepare yourself for it. This is like, take a break and steel yourself for what's coming. And there you go. You need to recharge, you say, a reset. And you're trying. So that's what it's saying. Reset a little bit. Take time. And Steph, don't do what we all do. We hear these messages and then we go, yeah, I need to do that. And then we enter into our day and don't change anything. This is a thing of saying, maybe it's a good time to tell everybody, back off. I'm going to take a break, or I'm going to get away for a day. My wife was just talking to our neighbor the other day, saying, nothing wrong with taking a break. Just go get a hotel room. She said, let's go get a hotel room, sit in the hot tub, and let our husbands take care of the kids.
Hell yeah. I get a good deal. I get a good rate, too, because I work at a couple different hotels.
That's
so
right.
Let's go. Right. I'm buying. Let's go.
We need to take advantage of that.
Who's going to watch our kids?
Who wants to watch our kids for 2 days? 3 days, so we can have a weekend away.
And Scotty.
And have sessy time.
Scotty is not my sugar daddy. I'm his sugar mama.
Oh, yeah.
I keep track of all the finances. It's
sugar mama means you're providing.
I got the money, and I let him have some money once in a while.
I want some new sexy underwear.
Okay, I'll buy you some.
Sugar mama.
Those ones with the little like sack hammock in them.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. What? I'm not taking you to Walmart. Go out.
Hey, we're talking to people right now, so we'll be at Miss Underwear.
And if you can't get away, my favorite way to like recharge myself is burning. I like to burn resin.
Mm-hmm.
I sit outside.
Sits on the patio.
My little charcoals.
She burns when she lit up some incense in here. Where'd it go? Did it burn out already?
Over there. Oh, look at this. This is how much recharge I need.
That's resin.
That's resin. I burn this stuff like crazy, and it helps me recharge.
Yes. Hey, give me a piece of that.
Okay, here's the.
Oh, we don't have a charcoal.
I don't have a charcoal.
Oh, there. See, we're burning incense.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Mm.
So, and
Oh,
Yeah,
Palo Santo. I
Teresa
love
and Audrey
Palo Santo.
come and
Burn it.
come and watch our kids for the weekend.
Who's coming?
Teresa and Audrey.
Oh, fun.
There you go. You can teach them some fun things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sue Giles. Not Giles. Was it Giles? Sue? Just going to see who was next. So there you go, by the way, Steph. Take time. Make the time is the idea. We're all so busy we don't make the time for shit. Raini and I are the same way. I've been saying for 2 years, I want to go camping. I want to go out and see the Custer battlefield. I want to go. Of course, we got COVID this year, but hell, we can still go camping. We can still drive the car. And so even if it was as pernicious as people say it is, we can still drive somewhere and pitch a tent. With the kids, it's just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. And we keep saying, oh, we can't do it this time. We can't do it this week. Oh, I can't take the days off because I got to work on this project. Or, Rainey's like, I got to do massages. And we've got all our reasons all the time. You know what? If we wanted to, if you really want to, and you have the need to do it, you can do it. You can do anything you want to do, anything you need to do. And the only point I'm making with that, Steph, is that if you got to take some time and take a break, make the time, make it happen. You tell everybody else, hey, Tuesday through Thursday of this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm out of here. Or I'm off, or nobody's allowed in the house. Everybody out, you make the time. So take the break. Don't just say you need to. This is telling you you have to. All right.
You have to, or you're going to start having major health issues. Because if you don't take the time, your body's going to make you take the time.
Yeah, your body will make you take the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sue, I'm going to shuffle for you. And let's get your card here. Sue, I don't think I've ever read for you before. So as you can see, single cards, when we draw them, pretty general messages. They can be vague, but it's generalized. You got one card. You do a 5-card or a 10-card reading, it's going to illuminate all of that stuff to the 10th degree. So 10 times. And then the cards all start playing off of each other and delivering messages. So, all right. Here we go, Sue. If you were here, I'd have you cut this deck. So I'm going to cut it on your behalf. That feels right. Boom. Let's see what we got. All right, Sue. Oops. All right, you got the 10 of Cups. That's a pretty happy card. Now, Cups is the suit of all the things that are involved around your relationships, your romances, your passions, and all of those things. And that's the stuff that 10 of Cups, if you look, it's a rainbow and it's got the 10 golden goblets. It shows the family there and all of that. And really what this card is that expect to attain kind of the fruition of a long-term goal that you've had. It's like you're building up to this family that's shown here. It's the idea of that's what well, not all of us want that, but those of us who do, it represents getting to that goal of finally having things settled out. And you're looking at me like, I so want you right now. And so it's getting to that goal. It symbolizes your emotional turmoil being resolved. You've reached that rainbow, that 10 goblets in the air. And it's lasting emotional bonds come out of that. And it's taking confidence in your direction. It's following your deepest convictions to get there. You've been propelled in this direction. And this is just saying your commitment, your effort, your comfort, your authority are all the things that have allowed room for recognition of where you want to be. And you're breaking through into that. And it's with this card as a potential, although this is not a financial card, the cups are all about passions and emotion and the emotions that are passions, romances and relationships and things like that. And so this is just saying the potential for financial success might present itself. And that's because this card is saying you're reaching certain goals. And you've got to focus on that. If it hasn't hit you yet, the card is saying it's there, meaning you've attained something. You're at that position. It represents perfect harmony. It represents abundance, happiness. And it's suggesting that your personal family dreams are coming true. They're all being fulfilled. Now, your family might consist of you and your cat, or it might consist of you, a husband and kids, or you and your mate, or whoever. Just saying all those dreams are coming to fruition because you're making those things happen. And so that's what this is about. Now, I don't know what your situation is. Maybe you'll look at that and go, bullshit. It's not. It's saying this is what's on top of you right now. And so make that happen. And it might be sometimes the universe just gives you a little nudge and says, look, this is what's supposed to be happening for you right now. Are you making it happen? Or are you negating it by not making it happen? So that's the thing, too, with the readings that maybe Raini is uncomfortable with that I do for us. And I haven't done one for us for years.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'd rather have someone else
But
read it.
it could be that we aren't doing the things that actively make those things happen. And so it doesn't seem right. So
Scotty blames me too and all the reads. It's all my fault.
it's all Rainy. She's so negative. Negative Nelly. And so that's a great card. Steph says you want to trade. Steph, yours is good too. Says take a break. You got more coming. You're going to be able to conquer the stuff that's coming if you take the break and recharge. If you don't take the time to recharge, Steph, by the way, back on yours, if you don't take the time to do that, the next thing coming might roll you over. So you know what? Make it work for you. You find ways to make it work for you. Teresa says he had Motherella on twice. No show on Friday. Yeah, we were going to do a show on Friday, and Rocky was just exhausted. So we didn't get to do that. So nothing happened to Rocky's show. He was just, we just didn't do a show on Friday. So he was worn out.
Mary says, what does burning resin do for you? So it doesn't have to be resin, but when you think about incense.
No, I'm going to leave you with that question. I'm going to go warm up my coffee.
Resin rolled on the stick, right? I'm going to wait till he moves because I can't do two things at once.
Yeah.
If my mouth is moving, I can't.
So shut up.
So shut up. Yeah. Sure, kick my stuff all over.
You got the box right in the pathway. Box of incense.
Well, can't pick out the good stuff if it's not by me. Burning resin. I don't like Palo Santo is supposed to be like clearing. It's supposed to clean and get rid of bad energy, right? I don't even know all this stuff without looking at it because seriously, children sucked any brain matter I have from my nipples. I don't know. I like to burn frankincense and myrrh. That's supposed to be clearing and I don't know. I don't know what it is all about. And Scotty left me here and I don't talk alone. So I'm usually quiet. I got to have someone talking back to me. Resin smells. Resin does smell, but every resin is different. So like I've got the myrrh, I've got frankincense, I got white copal. And you stick them on the little charcoal and it smokes. And the more you put on, the more smoke you get. And I feel like that smoke is so cleansing. And then the smell itself is relaxing. It's pretty awesome. But you got to like what you burn. If you're burning something and it doesn't smell good, you're not going to get anything out of it. What do we got here? I'm reading. Palo Santo helps clear things. Yep. Sage does too. I don't know. For me, I guess it doesn't matter as long as it smells good. Just to be able to sit in the smoke. I feel like smoke is so clearing. And I'm working with people all day, and it's energy work. Even though you're massaging the muscles and making people feel good, it's all energy work. So
we're not going to Chicago.
Yeah, we're not. She want to go see Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Jeez, kids. You want to sit back down?
No, you can sit.
All right.
I can stand.
Yeah.
I like being behind you.
Cool. I don't know. Just burn it. Find what you like and burn it.
Yeah.
I've got stuff too that I'll eventually put up on Etsy. So if you want to try things, I'll have like little trial size packages.
Mom's talking.
You can try things that way. And then incense. I don't even know where my incense sticks went. I kicked my box
the
away.
one that you just
Yeah, here.
had out.
Let's see. Yeah, right
Can
here.
you do my hair
I'll
now?
do your hair in a few minutes. We'll see if Emily's home. She'll do your hair.
I already did.
She working?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Okay, shut the door. Thanks. Bye. See ya.
Love you. Bye. I don't know. So here's this. Like, see, you can see on incense sticks. If they don't have like, how do we get this to blur in and out?
When you get too close,
Focus.
it's blurry.
This is sandalwood, so you can kind of see like the little wood chunks on there, right? If you want a good incense, make sure it's not like this one.
Your store-bought stuff is stinky.
Yeah, if you go to the smoke shop, if you're walking into Five Below, chances are you're getting stuff that's gonna stink and make you have a headache. Like this one, where do we gotta get clear? That's just black. So all it is whatever charcoal and then some probably
that's not resin.
Fake essential oil on it, and it stinks. It's already making me stink.
Very true.
Making my head hurt. I don't know. Here, let's get a different one out here and show you too. See right here, look at, we got two different colors. Each color has different stuff on it. But you can see that there's stuff stuck to it. Like, that's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
And then something totally and completely weird. So if you want to know that something is good smelling and it's a decent, like, essential oil, whatever, any kind of smell, what you have to do is you have to plug one nostril. And I can't because I have a sinus infection.
Let me see.
You take one nostril and close it and breathe in. Take a deep sniff. And you're supposed to feel the scent go up and through your sinuses. And if it causes any pain, discomfort, or doesn't smell good, it's probably not good.
I don't smell anything.
Then once you do the one side, I can, even with the sinus, I can still smell that. Then you have to take the other side and plug that and smell and take a deep smell. And it's got to go up and through your sinus passage. And if it doesn't cause any pain or discomfort, you probably got a really good essential oil. Whatever smell is on there is going to be very natural.
Show them the charcoal. What charcoal is?
Charcoal. Do we have charcoal?
Right there.
Yeah. Is there one open so I don't have to open this one?
No, you don't have to open it.
I was going to say, hand me that bag. I'm disorganized but organized when it comes to my stuff here.
Oh, look at this stuff. Oh, look at this.
That's
myrrh.
That's myrrh.
Now here's some myrrh. That's the pure resin. You break that stuff up. Look at this.
So you take your little charcoal. We don't have anything to set it in, do we?
You can set it in that wax candle Aladdin's lamp thing.
Can we get it smoky in here? Nah, it's not sealed. I don't think it matters.
Here's chunk myrrh. You know, like frankincense and myrrh. Here, let's see. Smells good.
So you let your Scotty on fire. You light your charcoal. Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, it's gonna get hot on your fingers real quick. It'll burn your fingers.
So it starts. Can you see it kind of flickering and lighting around?
I think I dropped some
myrrh
in my
waxy
coffee.
And stinky though. Do we have a rock in here?
I don't have a big rock in here. I'll find something. Hold on.
Yeah, hurry. My
I'm
fingers are
hurrying.
on fire.
I'm looking.
It's lighting.
There's always rocks in here, and I must have cleaned them all out.
Not when you need them.
Here, hold on. I'll get one.
Yeah, hurry. We're gonna burn some wax now too, so it's gonna get super stinky. Hurry, Scotty! So I did a lot of rock collecting during the shutdown. We spent a lot of time outside, so I went out and found big flat rocks like that thick, and that's where I set everything. It still gets hot, but if you stack 3 or 4 rocks on top, it takes a long time for that heat to go through. Ooh, I heard the door. There's bells on all my doors, so I know what bell sounds or what doors.
Don't watch.
And it keeps bad energy out.
Here's a big flat rock from outside.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, it's already stuck on the wax.
There you go. Oops.
There you go, see? It is going to be a little stinky because of the wax.
Ow.
So get your charcoal going. I got my own Palo Santo. It's a very nice minty smell.
Boom.
Field. I used to collect rocks. We found so many agates. Even got fossils this year.
Here, hold that up so they can see. She's just dropping the resin right onto the
This one's wood.
charcoal. Oh, that's the wood chip?
Yeah. Say it. Let's get that in the...
Oh, it's smoky. Yeah. Smoky.
And there's a wax stink on it,
Burn
too.
your finger.
I can get it on here.
Wax stink.
Yeah. Okay. I can't do
There
two
you go.
things at once.
That's exactly how it looks. So we sit on the patio and she uses these flat stones she picked up.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them out there that are all charred up in the middle because you just burn the charcoal. And this turns all white, just like think of charcoal in your charcoal grill. So hopefully that won't set off the smoke alarm.
It might.
It just might.
We
what
hooked back
you
in our
do?
smoke. We're bad parents. We have kids and we take our fire alarms down.
That's because they go off because you burn a piece of toast in this house and the fire alarms go off.
One pepperoni falls in the bottom of the oven and sets it off for the next 3 weeks.
Here, let's take one nice chunk of is this frankincense?
That's white copal.
White copal. Comes like that, and she breaks them up into little bags and sells them.
Yeah.
But you can take this now, and while this stuff is going, hang on.
Don't put it in wax. It's got to be, you can put sand, get a little bit of sand. If you're going to do a rock, put a little pile of sand and then set it on the sand. The sand will suck up the heat.
You see how that's just turning white? Just a piece of charcoal. Just put a piece of that on top of it too.
Yes, that's
you
how.
get a nice mix of
That's how they do it in the church.
Domine est Domine.
And the charcoal's not going 100% yet, so it's not completely smoking.
So, my wife is completely smoking.
Totally.
This is incompletely smoking. So,
and I do it outside because I don't like to try to burn the house down.
I love incense.
Sit here and look it.
So there you go. Yeah. See, now this is how she packages Mama Hawthorne's.
That'll be on Etsy in the next few days.
So
Mama Hawthorne Studio.
We got to take some photos of her stuff. Yeah. So there you go. I used to light frankincense all the time when I did readings. And when I do them on the radio, I don't so much anymore.
But if I hear them reading, I always try to come in with a incense stick.
Yeah, we do the stick resin. Frankincense resin on a stick.
And I really feel like smoke is cleansing. And if it's a good smell, it helps.
It is. There it is, Mama Hawthorne's. Thank you, Matt Finn.
Thank you. I was going to say, can we see too? Like, maybe we'll go to this side. Try not to burn the cards. You can kind of see up here where it's melting. It's burning. I don't know. It's so much fun. It's fun.
It is.
It's fun and it's relaxing. And my kids will come out and they'll sit and it's going and they're quiet.
Yes.
And then sometimes I get them their own little charcoals going and then they sit and put their own stuff on. It's a good time. It's quiet, keeps them relaxed, keeps everybody having fun.
It does.
Luckily, no one's been burnt bad yet. I don't know.
Not yet.
Kids and charcoal.
By the way, this is my Penman fedora. This is the Humphrey Bogart replica that I put a hole in right there. So I've retired it to the wall. But this is his hat he does. It's the replica of Humphrey Bogart's hat from the movie Casablanca. So there it is. Boom.
I see, Teresa, you said the charcoal is a good idea. The charcoal's a great idea. Then you don't have to worry about setting it on fire. I don't know how you would burn it without charcoal. I don't know. I guess I've always used the charcoal. But the charcoal's easy. It's just the little briquettes. You can go to any smoke shop.
You see how that
and get a pack.
Resin is melting in there now. You see that? Pull that back just a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I think the package of briquettes goes for like $7 at the local smoke shop.
So Raini is just buying this stuff in bulk and she repackages it. So
yeah. So you can go to Etsy. It'll be up soon. You can buy it there if you want. Otherwise, I don't know, anywhere.
Yeah.
So, is Raini selling crystals? No, I haven't got that far yet. Someday. I don't know if I could. I think I would buy them all and then the kids would be like, we like it, don't sell it.
But she's selling all this stuff and she's selling the Egyptian Shakti and all of that. Yeah. Oh, look, we've got some lavender in here too.
Yep.
This is some lavender. And you can take a little bit of this
You can go seriously. Like there's
Just a
ways all
little bit
around it.
of
Go to a
lavender.
tea shop. If you have a tea shop,
Sprinkle it in.
you can get
to
all
that.
kinds of good stuff, and you stick it right on the charcoal, and it
Yep.
smokes up and smells great.
So now I'm putting a bunch of lavender on top of these scents. Boom.
And I
So
don't
it's
like the
just-
copal smell today.
Just like that. You can see I've got, I don't know if you can tell, it's got the lavender in there now too. So we got 3 scents going at one time.
I was gonna say the white copal. I
pull out
think
my
white
flute
copal is
and I
more of like a
play music.
meditation. Yeah, play your music.
I'll play my music. Let's see.
I'm scared.
That's all I know.
What a dork. Oh my god. We have issues.
So there you go. Issues.
We are the American Family Roberts.
And I will just plug Penman hats while I'm here. While I've got one on. So
Yeah.
there you go. She looks good in a Penman hat too. Look. You want to see sexy.
Ew. I'm gonna get lights now. Ah, no, just kidding.
Now,
Oh my goodness. Dur, dur, dur.
there is sexy AF.
Yeah.
That's sitting right?
It's okay. It doesn't feel comfortable.
Here, try this one. This is my
I don't like
newest,
hats.
my newest Penman.
It's got the. It's
Got to
got
cock
the.
it to the side.
It's got the old German. Yeah, you said cock. It's got the old German feathers in it. I feel like I should be out like doing the polka.
Yeah. So there you go.
Dancing with Grandpa.
Well, has anybody enjoyed this cacophony of
Just
nothingness
It's
today?
a bunch of nothingness. Sunday fun
So-
day.
That's right. Sunday, fun day. John just bought an RV, and now he has Penman hats. Oh yeah, I know.
Nice.
John Penman got his RV. It's called a Penman Hats
Down
Mobile.
in California. He'll have to come to Wisconsin.
I'm going to tell him to come to Wisconsin
Scotty.
and pay a visit. So
Yeah. Yeah, if anybody ever comes through here and wants to pay us a visit. our
yeah,
house is
Leslie's been
always
here.
open.
Leslie and Andy stopped by here once. God, that was a year ago.
You might have to cuddle in the family bed with us if you want to spend the night.
Yeah.
Though.
There it is. We'll get all the kids in.
We only had
So-
one kid in the bed last night, so that was nice.
Yeah, I was laying down and the kid was sleeping. And I crawled in and I reached over the kid and I touched Raini and I go, hey. I said, this could be really intimate if the child wasn't in the middle. So,
And then she kicks her legs over.
yeah, she had her legs all the way draped over me in the middle of the night. So,
She sleeps with her head right here,
I got to sneeze.
and then go sneeze.
I'm waiting for it.
Look at the light. Look up at that light. Achoo!
Imagine.
Oh my god, that's
There
so
you go.
loud.
Woo.
I at least had the courtesy to walk out of the room and cough twice.
My show.
Yeah, your show.
So there you go, folks. That's almost all we've got today.
What is the essential oil thing you were doing with a friend?
Oh, that's pure romance. Your pure romance.
Oh,
thing.
pure romance. I'm having a pure romance party. That's not essential oils, but I think they
It's like
have
a Tupperware party, except
some-
not.
essential oils. That's lady stuff. And it's not
Lady
all
stuff.
it's not all completely naughty stuff. They have
Guys,
some-
you can get naughty
yeah.
stuff there.
No, guys can't. Ladies, it's ladies only. It's supposed to
Oh.
be for the comfort of women, so they can come in and they have.
She
a safe
sold me a
space.
thing of like hormone libido booster or something. So every time Rainy walks around, I go. Tss, tss.
Nice. Yeah, he sprays it at me.
She goes, "What was that?" I go, "Nothing." You horny?
Can't mess with me. But yeah, I don't know. I do a lot of essential stuff. I just I don't have any essential stuff that I'm doing right now. But I use it.
You
use
do
it
lots
daily.
of essential stuff.
I do. I don't know. Okay, so Young Living Oils, right? Total MLM scam. I can talk. But I had a lady come in who wanted raindrop therapy come and I haven't done raindrop therapy in years. And she's like, "Do you do raindrop therapy? And will you?" It's like, sure,
Sure.
sure. Come on in. Bring your oils.
It'll be $75.
No, well, she's bringing her own oil, so
Okay.
it would be really up to what she wants to do. But it's really detoxifying. It's super detoxifying. So it's got to be done like at the end of the night. So when I'm done, I can be down and I don't know, I haven't detoxified in a long time, so I could get really sick afterwards.
Look at this. If I put the little helmet on here, it's smoking out the eyes. Well, that's cool. What's your name? Gladiator. Gladiator is my name.
Oh my God. I can't believe everybody is watching this still. Seriously. Adventures with the American Family Roberts.
There it is. We're going to start, I think, a new show. We'll call it the American Family Roberts.
Yeah.
Go do stuff.
We'll make the kids sing and dance.
And they're out there shouting right now.
While we throw them off the rocks into the river to watch them swim. No, not really. Yeah. I don't know. Weird thoughts. not in any dangerous
Sue,
way.
Good night. Oh, Sue. Great night, everyone. It's clearly 4 a.m. here. Oh,
holy
where are you? You over in Sue? Are you in Australia? If it's 4 a.m. there, it's got to be Australia. So, or New Zealand.
I don't math, so.
I don't math.
I don't math.
Matt's making breakfast.
Ooh, what are you having? We might have to make breakfast.
New Zealand.
Nice.
Sue, Susie Q and Sue, we so want to go to New Zealand. I would love to go there. And there's only one thing I want to go for. I want to go see all the Lord of the Rings sites. I want to see Hobbiton and Bag End.
I'll be there in a minute. Hold on.
I want to see those places. And, you know, I want to see other places in New Zealand, too. I just want to go, I want to go visit.
2 more days and you go to school. Today and tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow. School.
Oh my God,
yes,
guys. School starts. Yay!
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
We have a middle schooler.
They have been home. It's like having your kids home on summer vacation for 6 months.
They've been home since March 18th. Or maybe
March 18th,
16th.
March to April, May, June, July, August, September. That's 6 months we've had kids home.
Mom.
Here you go.
Anybody else want to get on it?
Ma. They'll be standing right here next to me.
Eggs and sausage.
And they'll go, Mom.
Sounds good.
And I'm like, I'm
They're
sitting
kicking the door right now,
can...
too. Oh, my gosh.
Stop kicking the door.
Don't make me get the spoon.
The spoon. All right.
Yeah. Mom. Mommy.
Mom. Can you hear that?
I need you to do my hair. I have no kids. Only good decision I have ever made. Yeah.
Field guy, yeah. He ain't got no woman either.
Yeah, the spoon of justice.
See, when Raini and I met, I already had 3 kids. Hey, we're talking here, so Mom will talk to you about it when we're done.
If it's too smoky, go open a window.
Close the door if it's
open
too
the door
smoky out there. So when I met Raini, I told her, you know, said I've already had 3 kids. I don't think I can have any more.
And I was okay with that.
She was okay because she wanted me.
I wanted no kids, and I got 3.
Yeah, and it was bing, bang, boom. Miss Fertile Myrtle here. So.
Pumpkin spice is aphrodisiac. No, it's aphrodisiac for men.
Hey, stop now. Close the door. I'm serious.
The next person
enough.
to come
Stop.
in here.
We already told you she's not available right now, so stop yelling.
Are you okay? Do you need a hug?
No, we're talking on the internet, people.
Okay.
Yeah, you can wait. Close the door, please. Thank you.
Oh, you're going to the pool? Fun.
Who's going to the pool?
We should get a pool and fill it with ice, and every time they're naughty, we throw the kids in it.
Shut the door. Close. I don't care that she's copying you. Close the door. I don't care. to give him the dad look.
No, I want to throw something at her. Now I have something to throw at her, and she walked away. Yeah, we got Mama. My mom had one of those. Yeah, we have the spanking spoon. I make them pick them out too when we go to Walmart.
Yeah.
They'll be like, no. And then it's like, okay, then
Yeah.
you make it good. Just the thread of the spoon is what does it. It's amazing.
Yes, it is. It is. So, well, that's all we got for today, folks. It's now 11:01. We started 2 hours and 1 minute ago.
Right.
So I want to thank Raini for joining us today. We should do this more often. We should make every Sunday the Scott and Raini show.
Yeah, and
I
you
think
can
that
hear
would
the
be
kids
good.
scream.
Hey guys, shut the door.
She yelled, "Missed me!" If you caught that.
There's no good to lock it. They pick it from the outside. I'm in here doing radio, and I don't even hear a knock. I hear a
sticky.
and the door comes open.
I was gonna say I got
The
sticky
5-year-old
chocolate to
picks
throw
the
next.
lock.
Yuck. Ew, it's so mushy. What's the temperature in here?
It's warm in here. Not too warm. It's just warm. No.
What? Come here.
Close the door. We'll be out of here in 5 minutes.
Oh, I got her.
Mom,
What?
can I have one?
What'd you throw?
Chocolate. You better run.
Pick up that chocolate
Oh.
and throw it out, please.
Can I have one of these?
Go away.
Can I have one then?
Oh, yep.
Yep, 1. It's a vitamin, not candy.
I think you can eat like 10 before it's bad.
Oh, okay. Well, she's probably done it. Okay, I'm glad it's been fun, Audrey.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, food fight. Oh my goodness, I love food fights. We haven't had a good food fight in this house though.
Let's do a food fight.
Yeah.
You and me.
No.
Whipped cream.
No.
Whipped cream and what else? Pudding.
I don't know. I hope your kids have the older kids have good memories of food fights and mud fights.
Well, guys, you're welcome, Steph. I hope you guys had a good day.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
It's been 2 hours of a lot of frivolity and show and tell and stuff like
All
that.
the
A
good
couple of
stuff.
card readings. So, by the way, if you want a full card reading, come on over and get one.
Yeah.
I charge for a 5 card. Do I do
That was like 45.
45 and 85 for a 10 card?
Yeah.
And I've got no discounts going right now. And so just come on over if you want a full reading. Hopefully it's worth it. People have said to me, how can you charge for giving a gift of God? So I'm not charging for the gift and the message. I'm charging for my time. So
I started that, by the way, too. Oh my goodness. When we first
Yes.
started dating, it was like probably 20 hours out of the week he was doing readings for people.
remember the woman I told you about during my show that tried to sue me here for harassment 15 years ago? I do a free reading for her every week.
Every week, sometimes 2 or 3 a week. It was like, oh
Yeah.
my God. Oh my God.
So I was always giving her advice and helping her. But as soon as I had to say something she didn't like, hey, you got to take care of your shit and pay our mutual friend, then I was harassing her.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yes, time is money. There's no way in hell I would do a massage.
And if you were to hire me as an
free.
illustrator,
That's hard work.
I charge
And it's my time.
$95 an hour for illustration and design.
Yeah.
So that gives you an idea. You're getting it cheaper than design and illustration. So no, seriously though, if you need a reading and you want one, get a hold of me. You can also just go over to, if it's right here in YouTube, just go out to my main page, and in the lower right-hand corner of the big banner at the top, a link you can click. You can just send in 45 or 85 and tell me your name and a way to contact you. And there's a fly in here.
And there is.
And we'll go ahead and get you set up.
Yeah.
So there you go.
He's also on my Etsy. I put his readings on my Etsy. So if you can't find it on his
that's
webpage,
right.
you can go to my Etsy and get one.
It's on my website too. So
Yeah.
There you
Make it
go.
easy. Make it easy.
yeah. So that's all we got.
Yeah. Happy Sunday.
That is reasonable, Teresa. I believe so. So
Yeah, I wish someone paid me to sit here. Come
Ouch.
on now.
out. We're doing something, and I said, "Stop
Oh my goodness.
until
Our
we're
8-year-old
done."
is like a 15-year-old.
Jeez.
Look at that pouty,
Go.
crabby face.
Both of you out of here.
Last one out has to clean the bathroom. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Oh,
Rowan. You
Rowan.
can clean the toilet down here now.
No, upstairs.
That's a punishment I use, by the way. When they gripe and complain or don't do what they're supposed to, we make them clean the toilet.
Yep.
Okay, you get to clean the toilet now. No, I said wait till we're done. Exit. Yeah, I'm rude, all right. I'm the one interrupting. Close the door.
Freaking kids. Oh my God.
All right, guys. You all have a great holiday. Tomorrow is a holiday.
It is.
Labor Day. So you have a great Labor Day. If you got kids going back to school on Tuesday, yay for you too.
Yeah.
So
a lot of kids have already gone back
you know,
to school.
whatever are we gonna do with 6.5 hours alone every day?
Well, I work, so you drop them off at school, I go to work, I pick them up from school.
There it is.
That's how it works.
That's kind of how it works. She's got massages now.
Mhm.
So she has to drive into the hotels and do massages.
Yeah.
So exit stage left, mic drop.
Yeah, we
Boom.
don't know how to drop. Okay, we're not in Minnesota, but this is the long Minnesota goodbye. This
Yeah,
is what
that's what this
everybody
is.
talks about.
This is like watching Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. You think it's over and it's got 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
So
Okay, and goodbye. Oh, wait. One more thing. Do you remember when?
Yeah. All right, folks. So what I'm going to do is do a reach around on my wife here.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew?
Nobody wants to watch that.
No, nobody does. And we'll leave you on that note. So, guys, have a great holiday. Have a great day. Love you all. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
And bye.
Bye.